Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Iris with Shorty Custom Creations. Hopefully you're doing well. Well, today I'm bringing you something a little bit unique. It's actually for Christmas, believe it or not. And I know that Christmas is just a few, 2 months away or whatever. And this is actually an ornament that I'm going to be recreating. Believe it or not, I made these back in 2021. But this is not my creation. This is actually created by Lori from Happy Bird Crafting Haven. You guys got to go check her out if you have not visited her channel before. She's amazing. And like I said, I did this back in 2021. I just wanted to recreate it for you guys, if you guys give me the opportunity. Now, remember guys, I do not edit my videos, so what you see, you're going to see. If you see boo-boos, you're going to see some boo-boos, okay? So, let's get started. What we're going to do, we are going to need our Chanel stems. Now, the ones I'm using are the white ones, so you can find them. This one has a little bit of iridescent ones here. You can find them in other colors, like this one has pink and red, and also the iridescent color over here. Again, you can find those at Walmart. You can find them Hobby Lobby, Michael's, even Dollar General has them. So you can find them anywhere. Okay. So basically what you're going to need is 3 pieces. I already have these 3 pieces pre-cut here, but I want to show you just, how you get to the 3 pieces. You basically hold both ends to as even as you can on the top, and then you come to the bottom here and then just cut. So you're basically cutting and you're going to get 2 pieces out of it. Okay. But since I already have my 3 pieces cut already, I'm going to show you what we're going to do from here. We're going to take 2 pieces first. So we have the 1 piece. The second piece is going to go towards the back, not the front. So we're going to recreate like a cross, but you're not going to put it in the front. You're actually going to put it in the back. Now, we are going to try to make it as even on this side, this side, and this side, and this side as possible. Like I said, it's not major science, but if you can, it'll work a little bit better. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna call these arms because I don't know what to call it. So we're gonna call arms. So we're gonna pull this arm and we're gonna try to keep it, I guess, I use 2 fingers just holding it tight there in the middle. So we're gonna bring this arm and we're gonna bring it to the other side. And then we take the one that was already on this side and we're going to bring it to the opposite side. Okay, so you're going to have, again, you're going to have a T, but this time it's held on. Okay, then we're going to kind of sort of flip it this way. So it's going to look like an X. So from across you have to make it look like an X. Because we're going to take the third one. Again, we're going to go from the back. Again, try to make it as even as possible. Same thing, we're going to bring this arm to the right and this arm to the left, and you are going to be left with something like this. So it's going to look like a star or a snowflake, right? What we're trying to recreate here. Okay, now to help it, you can take the needle nose pliers here and kind of press the middle of it. Just press it, just keep pressing it. It's, I guess, to give it a little bit more stability here. So just press them in. Okay, that's the only time you're going to need that, by the way. All right guys, so now we're going to start with the beads. So let me go ahead and introduce you to the beads. Okay, first we're going to need 8mm beads. We're going to do 1 color. We're going to do 6 pieces of 1 color, and we're going to do 12 pieces of another color. They're both 8mm beads, okay? Doesn't matter whether they're glass, plastic, acrylic, whatever you're using, just need 8mm beads. Then we're going to be using what is called a paddle bead. They call them pinwheels, paddles. I don't know if you guys can see, but it looks like a little paddles, I guess, on the side. Super cute. So we're going to need 18mm paddle and also the 12 millimeter. Now, this is super tiny, but it is 12 millimeters, believe it or not. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with the first color, which is the 6 pieces. So we are going to, now this is going to be a little bit hard for me, but anyway, so what you're going to do, you're going to put that bead in the arm and you're going to bring it all the way to the middle. Okay, so you're going to push it all the way in to the middle of that. We're going to do the second bead. You're doing, for some reason, this thing looks longer to me, and I swear they were the same size. I told you guys, but it doesn't matter. And you guys are going to see why it doesn't really matter how long it is towards the end. All right, so we're going to continue putting on the first color of the beads. Okay, again, all the way to the center. We got 2 more. I'm going to try to see if I can do this as quickly as possible here. All right, we're going to push that, and then we're going to get the other one. Perfect. All right, there you go. So that's how they look. Okay. So then we're going to do the 12 millimeter paddle. It's going to go next. And we go again through each arm. It's probably going to seem like it is really hard, but it is not. This is actually so simple. Like when you look at it already made, you're like, oh brother, that looks like a lot of work. But believe it or not, it's not. Once you have the beads and you know, like which one you know it's going to go next and stuff like that, it actually goes so fast. When I recreated these, like I said, back in 2021, I gave them away back then to my coworkers, you know, and some of my family members and stuff like that. So they're really nice gifts. Like I said, you can, you know, because they are, you know, you can always put the string, which I am going to talk to you about, and they can hang them on the tree as ornaments. All right, so once we're done with the 12 millimeter, okay, after that, we are going to do the next color, which is the red. In my case, is the red. I'm sorry. So whatever your next color is of the 8 millimeter bead. So we're going to go ahead and do that one next. I skipped one. Did y'all see that? I literally skipped one. I'm trying to rush here because obviously I don't edit my videos, but I don't want you guys to get bored. Trust me, I've been there, done that. I've been on that side where you guys are at, and I'll be like, oh, Jesus Lord, why is she taking so long? Why is this taking so long? And then I'd be fast forwarding the video. I'm sorry. I just admitted to that. Yes, I did. I'm so sorry. I have done it before. Okay, so we're done with putting on the second color. And then we are going to be adding a 18 millimeter paddle. So now we're going to go to the little big one, okay? Same thing. So we're going to put them through the arm. There we go. There we go. It goes in, goes a little faster, right? All right, we put the 18. And like I said, just keep putting them in each arm. Like I said, I told you guys I was going to call it an arm because I don't know what else to call it. Oh, but, all right, there we go. See? Yes, kind of coming. All right, so after that, we're going to add the 12 millimeter. So now we're going to go back to the little one, right? So we're going to do that. And we're going to put the little one in there. This is going a little faster. That is awesome. Because like I said, I don't want to bore you guys to death. So we put that one in there. And we put that one in there. We're at the last one. Yay. Okay. Yeah, but we're not done. So now we're going to go back to the 18. Okay, so we're going to go back to this one. Oh, guys, and I forgot to tell you, you are going to need a glue gun. You know why I forgot? Because it's kind of sitting over here to my right. I forgot all about it. I forgot to tell you guys that you're going to need a glue gun for this particular project. And you guys are going to see why in just a minute. All right, so we have this one. And this one. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. We got this one. This one. We're done. Perfect. Okay. So, see how it's starting to take its shape. Obviously, it's not like, wow, perfect like this one looks, right? Okay, so we're mimicking this one. It's what we're trying to do, right? But see how pretty? Don't worry, we're going to get it that pretty. It's just not there yet, right? So what we're going to do after this is actually we're going to add the rest of the 8mm pieces, okay? But here is where our friend, of course I got to put her on this side, glue gun comes in, okay? So first, let's start here. We are going to grab the 8mm bead. Okay, yes, we are placing the bead in the arm, but before we squeeze it all the way up here, right, all the way to the next bead, we're going to put a little bit, just a little bit, you don't need a lot, of the glue. Then we're going to push the bead all the way there till it reaches the glue, and hold it there for a few seconds. Okay, then we're going to do the same thing to the next arm. Again, we're placing the 8mm bead into the arm, and then we're going to put a little bit of glue on this side, and then we're going to push the bead in. What we're trying to do is basically we're trying to glue that 8mm bead to the paddle bead, okay, so it doesn't move. All right, then we move to the next one. We put the glue and we push the bead. Don't you hate those little strings from the glue gun? I can't stand it. I wonder if it's, I mean, this is, oh God, I think it's the same Sheer Bonder glue that I purchased. But even when I purchased, God, I forgot what the name is of the other one. It was still doing these stringy stuff, so I'm not sure why it does that, but it does. All right, we're gonna go to the next one. And of course, the bee wants to roll around. All right, put it there. I'm gonna put the glue right there. We're gonna push the bead all the way to the glue. And then we're gonna do the next and last one. You guys are probably saying, oh, Lord have mercy, thank you. Yes, she's almost done. All right, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna put the glue on there, and we're gonna push the bead to the glue. Look at that, look at that. Look, you tell me that does not look pretty. It does. But we're not done yet. We still got two more steps to do. Okay. We can get these out of our way. Remember these? And we said that we needed 14 pieces and you used 12. That's because we're going to take one of the paddles, right? And see the middle of it, because you don't want it to look like that. It doesn't look pretty. So we're going to go ahead and put some hot glue on there. Okay, and we are going to put that one paddle right there in the smack middle of the beads. gonna go in, and of course I'm sorry, I had to blow on it. There it is. See how pretty? Yay. Then we're gonna do the same thing to the back. Gonna add the glue, and we will add the last paddle bead to the back. And you can hold it on there a little bit so the glue can grab and it doesn't fall. Next step. We're almost done. Now, you can either use a pair of scissors or you can do the wire cutters, whichever. It should be good now. I normally wait just a little bit just for the glue, but it is hot glue, and hot glue is for, you know what I'm doing, guys? I'm pulling those little fuzzy hairs. They drive me crazy. Okay, so we're gonna try to cut to as close to the bead as you can. See, 1 piece, 2, 3. No, it doesn't want to come out. 4, 5, and 6. Look at how pretty it looks. Isn't it beautiful? Gorgeous. Now, I was going to talk to you guys about this. Now, this is from Hobby Lobby. I don't know if you guys have seen it. This one is silver and this one is gold. As you can see, I used the silver one on this one, but whichever one you prefer, you can use silver or gold. And you can just cut a little piece and you can cut it. I'm not going to put it on this one just yet. I'm still debating whether I'm going to, and then just, tie it to it, and you can actually make it an ornament to hang from the tree if you guys want to, or just leave it like that. You can actually, put it like, if you want to put it like on a gift, and then just, put it on a gift. But look how beautiful these snowflake ornaments or snowflake came out. And here's the other one that I made. Like I said, I made this one back in 2021, so that's how old it is. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for sharing this time with me. I'm so sorry if it took longer than it should have, and if I confused you at all, I apologize beforehand. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you really like this, if you didn't like it. Say hello, like I said, to Lori at Happy Birds. I think it's Happy Bird Crafting Haven or Glitterness. I'm not sure exactly how if she changed it or if she still has it that way. But she is an amazing lady, super, super, super talented. And like I said, back in 2021 is when she did her tutorial, and I did it to the best of my ability and the best I could to recreate what she created. So again, guys, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not yet. And please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about it. All right. Thank you again, guys, so much for hanging out with me. Have a blessed night. Bye-bye.